I've gotten one of those in regular play. It's fairly trolly. Not quite as much as bombs. You can do a little bit more with it, but yeah, it's a pretty little troll there.
Thank you for the sub, Volton Zenola. And here we go.
All right. And also thank you for the sub, XG Sauce 84X. 4 months in a row. Awesome. And it's big 20 to start with.
All right, no weapons, no items. Uncle did not walk out with a sword, so we're at least not getting a sword start.
And that's always the nice thing, is that you'll know if you get a sword start from Uncle because he'll have the sword in hand. As they make their way around the old standard route here to the magical floating bush held up by absolutely nothing.
That's a good point. I never thought about that. It's just sitting there.
And you just pull it up and there's a hole, and it's bombs.
There we go.
Yes. Let the troll flow through you.
So they won't need the farm for bombs, obviously. They have enough to get through. Now, the important thing is, if you run out of bombs, for whatever reason, something happens, you run out of bombs, you don't necessarily soft lock. You can either die or save and quit to resume at a checkpoint that you passed and actually have bombs refill.
It's very interesting. And they're going to get a little bit of magic as well. Plus, they've got the power glove from that first chest there they checked.
Now that's nice. That will actually unlock quite a bit eventually, depending what other items they find.
Yeah, that's a nice thing to find early. It's one thing off the checklist for this not being an Agaseed to get those glove upgrades.
So the blue guard takes 2 bombs. The green guards, once we get to it, only takes 1. The problem is of the way they sort of, dash around and hesitate after a while. So it can be tricky to set up.
Bad Moon having a little trouble there with the getting the guard in place there. He actually used a couple more bombs he probably wanted to. And crazy now getting that. Oh, guard just moved. Now if he gets them stuck here on the chest and the statue, it's a lot easier to get that bomb placement. Got him that time.
Or you could just, take damage in order to set up the bomb. All right, Bad Moon's down to 3 bombs, but as I mentioned, again, he can save and quit if he gets into trouble.
Yeah, that's true. Also open that chest if they want to right now and get a
B. That's
in
useful.
Yes, that'll help with the Kakariko routing early, because now they can go do Sick Kid. So, nice to get that taken care of too.
I was also thinking it's a useful weapon. Kill the key rat.
Yeah, that would actually work.
So thankfully you have pots here that you can use against the ball and chain guard, so you don't have to waste bombs that way. 1 bomb, he's going to need to be able to kill the key rat in some fashion, and of course if he wants to open up the wall later on. Oh, Crazy Sunshine also in the same situation now. A useful bee, yeah, they actually exist.
Or if you want to, you could sell it to the bottle vendor for a little bit of money.
Yeah, you can get 100 rupees if it's a magic bee. And you'll know it's...
Unfortunately, I think it's just a regular bee.
Okay, I haven't seen the menu. If it is a magic bee, it will have a little star in the corner. So you can see it in your item menu when you pull it up.
I'm going to see Crazy using the pot strat there.
Oh, the green guard. Such a bad look.
Green guard's like, yeah, he's just kind of hanging out there, being like, yeah, I'm just gonna hang here for a bit, do my thing, guard Zelda.
I'm actually curious what both of our runners are going to do here with only one bomb. And if they want to check the last 3 items here, what they're going to do. Are they going to take a death at some point? Ideally, you would do it right after getting to the throne room, because that is one of the checkpoints. They can resume.
They might be gambling that there's a something in this chest that will help them out. Nope, just a key.
Well, guaranteed small key in order to continue.
Yeah. That is a good point, yeah, because they don't have any keys right now, so they'll need a key in order to be able to progress.
I mean, true, they can always come back since they have the glove, but of course it's a little faster if you're able to check it now. It is a magic bee.
It is,
and he's gonna use it. Crazy if I'm crazy. I'm curious if Crazy will end up doing the same thing.
I am as well. It seems like unless you get a bomb drop here, then you're gonna probably use the bee. I would assume, just to get that key drop, and then use the bomb here on the wall, as BadmoonZ doing.
There you go, chat. A useful bee. Wow, 300 rupees.
Well, considering you'd only get 100 for it at the bottle vendor, is probably a fair trade.
Yeah, it's an upgrade. Oh, the blockade of snakes on Crazy side. Crazy Sunshine.
Indeed. Oh!
Where was that earlier? That would have been nice in Escape.
Well, it's a fairly trolly seed so far. Bombs to start with, and then you get the hammer after you go through Escape. But that will give portal access to the Dark World. They just need the Moon Pearl now.
Right. So those of you hoping for an Aghanim seed, it's mostly dead at this point, although there's a small chance the Moon Pearl's sitting on Pyramid. Or there's something in the Lumberjacks, which I think BadmoonZ will check soon.
Mm-hmm. And getting a tree pull here, just some hearts.
Let's see what Crazy does for the Key Rat. Oh, she's doing the bomb strat. Okay. Oh no, that was the wrong rat.
Wrong rat. She's gonna have to use the bee.
Oh, I sort of missed what was on BadmoonZ side in Lumberjacks.
Yeah. We'll get a check later, I'd assume. Or someone in chat will tell us because...
Oh, silvers! Oh my gosh.
Silvers. Oh. Well, that's not something you want to find on the Lumberjack ledge.
So I think Crazy Sunshine's looking for bombs now. I'm pretty sure there's no bombs in this part of Escape. Now, she does have the bee in her inventory. And as I mentioned, there's a save and quit as well.
Oh, got one.
Got using one pot. Nice.
Trying to use pots here to farm the creatures of the night.
Now, thankfully, there was nothing that useful in the back of Escape. The rubies are nice to have, but you don't really need them. Oh, there goes the bee.
Yeah, maybe realizing now that you can use the bee.
I have no idea.
She just wanted, I think she just wanted the bomb for the next room.
No, I thought I didn't realize the mice were swapped. So of course, since our runners ran out of bombs, they will have to buy some. Looks like we didn't, see any other bomb drops.
Correct. Unless Sick Kid is explosive tonight, could always be the case.
Oh, a sword upgrade from the Sick Kid. What is he doing with the Master Sword under his bed?
I have no idea. Maybe that's why he's sick. He's playing sick so that Link can't find it. But there was a sword upgrade in the Lost Woods Thieves.
Oh, right. We didn't point out the first sword, yeah.
Yeah, we were kind of trying to figure out what Crazy was doing.
BadmoonZ having a quick chat with the people in the tavern here. Cross products in the back for a pun. No! He teased us! Oh, we're not going to see the cross product pun.
He's here in chat.
Cross, tell us what the pun is.
Tell us your pun.
All right. Crazy Sunshine through escape. Unfortunately, had some difficulties with the bomb, but she's now making her way over towards the Village of Outcast, Kakariko area.
And bottle vendor check, just a big 20.
Oh, not even a full refund.
So I do kind of like the way that Bad Moon is routing Kakariko here, going to the south, getting those southern village things taken care of, getting the bombs, and then coming back up here. Saves a little bit of time on a return trip.
Right. You don't really want to come in here without bombs.
Yeah, or the well.
Pearl could be at Lumberjacks because all you need are boots. And you can kill Aghanim assuming you have access to go kill Aghanim. Just because you don't have Moon Pearl for the Dark World doesn't mean Moon Pearl can't be there. It totally can.
100% correct.
All right, green pendant on Hera. It looked like it was another pendant down at Desert.
It was red pendant at Desert and the one crystal at Eastern Palace.
Yeah, really the only Dark World location Pearl can be at is Pyramid, because you can't access anything else in the Dark World. Now, Moon Pearl can be at Checkerboard Cave, but that's in the Light World.
Indeed. And Bad Moon picking up quite a few things there, getting a lot of money and the mushroom.
And he's also doing an insta-save and quit, not even checking the race game.
That's an interesting gamble, actually. Sometimes it can be something actually really important at the race game. So you definitely would want to get that routed in there at some point.
Crazy Sunshine looking for some bombs so that way she doesn't have to buy any later on. Now, something that our runners could have done, she walked past a couple of stones that you can pick up with a glove, and we just got the Moon Pearl on BadmoonZ side. But right before the entrance to Kakariko, there's a bunch of stones that you can pick up with the glove. A couple of them have bombs that could potentially pop up there. So that's one way you can farm for bombs if you happen to have gotten gloves earlier.
Today I learned.
So for those of you just joining us now, this is a 0-2 match between Crazy Sunshine and BadmoonZ. Racing for their tournament lives here.
And unfortunately, with that Pearl pickup, it's gonna put the Aga Seed pretty much to rest at this point.
Right, unless they want silvers,
which
we ain't seeing them.
Which that may be a choice of how confident they are in their silverless strats, or if you end up with just the Master Sword, the flute, the mini Moldorm Cave, 10 arrows, a little bit of love. There's some bombs
and bombos. Man, we're not really seeing some trolls yet, are we? We're 15 minutes in and we have a whole bunch of items.
Really, 15 minutes in though, Jet, and plenty of time for the seed to go sideways on them.
It's true. I'm hoping for a decent location on those mitts, at least. Oh, BadmoonZ setting up a fake flipper, which means he can also visit the Waterfall Fairy while he's here, since you need either the flippers, of course, or the Moon Pearl in order to check that spot out.
Correct, and he's got the fake flipper engaged. Let's see where he goes. I think he's going to probably go do Hobo. Start with, maybe swim back around, check the Lake Hilly Island on his way back down to the Zora portal. Let's see what our hobo friend has today.
Nice tunic upgrade.
He's got a shirt.
Especially good for BadmoonZ in this case, since he'll be going into Dark World shortly.
Indeed, with only 6 hearts, you don't normally want to be going into Dark World with 6 hearts. It's rather rough. Game expects you, in both the vanilla and rando versions, probably to have a little bit more life to survive some of the tougher enemies there, and just a little bit of love up on Lake Hylian Island.
All right, we are seeing the entire Fake Flipper over to the Zora area. Now, you do have to be careful taking any kind of damage that you take while Fake Flippering will insta-kill you.
Yes, indeed. And that Zora that spits that fireball, usually one of the easy ways to lose it there.
Yep.
BadmoonZ going through, turning the Fake Flipper into a water walk so that he can go check these 2 chests. And then he'll just kind of walk around and probably go visit our life lessons coach.
Life lessons for sale. Crazy Sunshine just picked up her Master Sword. I'm hoping we get... No tavern check.
Nope, and just a big 20 up on the Zora ledge.
That's just good, because we don't have flippers yet.
Correct. So let's see what the king has in store for us today. What kind of life lesson are we going to get?
I'm guessing some bombs.
I think it'll probably be the single rupee.
Sitting on Zora.
Actually, it's not a bad idea, actually. If you're up there, then you won't instantly pick up whatever item Zora drops, because he throws it directly where you're standing.
So Crazy Sunshine did check the race game for us, and it was really nothing. So BadmoonZ passing up on that is okay for now. We'll see if he decides to ride it in later, maybe with the mirror or something, when he's in Village of Outcasts.
Indeed. So we're gonna go see BadmoonZ go ahead and free the swag duck from the weather vane here in Kakariko. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you would be so kind, please stand, remove your hats or other head coverings, if possible. I don't know if you've got it glued to your head, for the swag duck national anthem. Thank you very much. You may be seated.
We can now truly race.
And Crazy's picking up her Moon Pearl right there.
So first things first, mushroom turn in.
Not a bad decision here. You can also, if you want to, especially since you have that 600 plus rupee count, you can go ahead and pick up a safety if you'd like with a blue potion.
Right, and they did both use their bees, so you have the red tunic. Speaking of safety,
very nice. Now it'll be interesting to see where we go next. Looks like up the Death Mountain to rescue the old man from the Dark Cave.
So the Death Mountain portion is within logic. Right here, doing this dark room to go visit the old man is technically a sequence break because you need Lantern to go do it.
Mm-hmm. But you'll see that BadmoonZ and most runners who will do this, this little sequence break here through the dark room, they will have the little sprite there from the sword charge. They'll use that to kind of navigate through the dark little maze here, and it's not too difficult, but it always helps to have a little bit of an indicator where you're standing.
Just a red rupee, but we do have that save and quit spot unlocked now.
Indeed, it's always a nice spot to have.
Crazy Sunshine using bombs on the mini Moldorm. Now, it's a weird sort of thing. You can walk under the pit at the very bottom of the screen as long as you hug the wall to get around it, but it might not necessarily be well known for the runners. So she picks up her flute. BadmoonZ is visiting the only section of Death Mountain that we can see right now.
And there's a big 20 up on top of Spectacle Rock. What's inside, though? What's inside? Oh, just a boomerang. Well, I don't think we're going to see either runner make a trip down to go get that.
So I think Crazy Sunshine's going to make her way over towards Ice Rock Cave. She does have to be careful here. Half a heart, anything will kill you.
Yes, indeed, and those crabs are notorious for just kind of changing direction at the last second and clipping you. And Bad Moon, looks like we're going to get a Dark World check. Bad Moon going over to the Kakariko portal here.
Pendant Turtle Rock and the Pyramid Fairy crystals are Thieves and Mire. No Turtle Rock, eh?
That doesn't sound very trolly.
Oh, just you wait. You know the seed's gonna give them a reason to go there.
Yeah. Your go mode items in Turtle Rock, on Laser Bridge, on the last item. Good luck.
So only 300 rupees in the Ice Rock Cave as well. No extra progression items.
No, we're kind of at a standstill at the moment, but obviously Bad Moon's doing some of the Village of Outcast checks here to see what kind of things you might find. Nothing so far, just a little bit of love in the brewery hut.
The big item that would unlock... Well, actually, we have a few items that would unlock a lot of progression. Mitts, of course, unlocks quite a few areas we can check. Mirror would give them access to Death Mountain. Same thing with Hookshot.
Yeah, it's one of those things I'm kind of thinking, what kind of thing would we really want here as far as what would be the optimum thing for our runners to find? Or in other words, if we're going to be trolly, what would we want them to find last?
What? You know what would be fun to see right now? How about like something like Cape or the Blue Cane? Because that gives them access to Spike Cave.
Ah, good old Spike Cave, Destroyer of Dreams, Crusher of Hopes.
I could see that's a spot that people would put off until much later. All right, let's see where Crazy Sunshine decides to go. Looks like she'll also be turning in her mushroom, maybe getting a safety potion while over here. At least Thieves is a crystal. That's always nice.
Yeah. So there's at least a nice reason for you to go in there.
So there are 4 items in total that Bad Moons can get here in Thieves. Of course, you also have the other dungeon items, so those don't count. It's 4 unique items in addition to those.
Yes, it's 4 unique items, the 3 dungeon items, and there's a small key as well that will drop as the 8th possible item that you can find in here. We'll never drop off a blind, I believe, if I remember right.
The small key won't, right?
The small key won't, yes.
But we already have it, so we'll probably be seeing the big chest at this point. Crazy Sunshine heading over to the eastern area.
Ooh, interesting. We did not see Bad Moon go over here and check the back room. That's Hasrela's hut.
Nothing much in Thieves yet. Oh my gosh!
Ooh.
The bow behind Sahasrara, which means she can go. I don't know if she's comfortable with dark rooms, but You can go beat Eastern if you know how to do the dark rooms there.
The old man holding out. No, Bad Moon did not pick that up. He did not go over to Eastern Palace at all.
I mean, that's the sort of thing you might wait to go over to Eastern Pod until you have the bow. The fact that bow is over there could mean BadmoonZ doesn't visit there for a while. Maybe she doesn't realize she has Dark World access.
Maybe. There's the lamp. It's
Okay.
in, blind chest there in Thieves Town. So, according to the game's logic, it would like you to go to Thieves Town first.
Right, before you do any of this other stuff.
Right.
The bug net over at Agina's.
Agony Cave, you are once again living up to your nickname. Good old blind puns. Rental agents offer quarters for dollars.
So sword beams can actually be useful here on blind. I mean, pretty much anything damages him, and he takes 3 hits per phase no matter what.
Indeed. So if Crazy actually goes up and does Village of Outcasts in Thieves Town, she'll have the lamp and the bow. So that will be the green light to go into green light to go into both Eastern Palace and maybe Palace of Darkness too.
Yeah, I think what happened is she didn't realize she had one of the Dark World access items, probably either gloves or the Moon Pearl. We think BadmoonZ using the Mice Link. I think that's what you mentioned.
Yeah, there's a mouse link one. I'm just not sure which one it looks like. Because there's several variations of the.
Oh wow,
Ooh,
that's generous. 3 digs.
that's not trolly. Seed, what are you doing?
All right, Crazy Sunshine. She is making her way towards Village of Outcasts rather than Skull Woods. So she dips into Thieves. She'll get Lantern, and which means she can also do both of Pod and Eastern.
And that will actually be a significant advantage here as BadmoonZ going to go around and do some other stuff. Ether Tablet on Stumpy. Potentially Stumpy is finally useful for once. Oh my goodness.
Well, we'll wait and see.
We'll wait and see what those Meyer and TR access points are.
All right, chat. Get your hypes ready. We're gonna go take a visit to Resident Sleeper. Hype Cave.
My disappointment is ready.
I mean, a heart container is useful.
Yeah, especially in the dark world. Hookshot.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh!
Oh. Okay.
That's
moderately
medium high hype, I think.
I think we should just change it for this one race, Jet. Let's call that Swamp Palace Access Cave.
That's right. That's your starter kit for Swamp Palace. I mean, it's a crystal this time, so at least you get that.
Yeah, but Jet's gonna go. BadmoonZ. Sorry about that, Jet. You're not running tonight.
I'm already at Death Mountain before you
yes.
said anything.
Oh my goodness, I wouldn't be surprised. But BadmoonZ gonna go over and check East Death Mountain right now.
So Crazy Sunshine did not go into Thieves yet. It's actually not too bad to do it this way when you have Flute, since you can easily get back to Village of Outcasts. So maybe
So
go
do-
visit Hype Cave for, some other items, maybe a sword, some hearts, depending on what, is comfortable.
Yeah, we still do need that mirror for swamp access. That's right. Could be heading out here in Paradox Cave. 7 chests of fun to open.
Or just a bunch of hearts. Wow, the mitts.
Not bad, not bad.
All right, so mitts, we have flippers, we have bombos, so that's our Ice Palace access. Could go visit
Indeed.
Meyer as well.
And if Badmoon wants to, he can go up here, check the island real quick. You could do. He doesn't have to do Tower of Hair unless he wants that green pendant. He'll probably check this island. There's a book.
The book.
Could do Spiral Cave. Guess maybe he's gonna go dip into Tower of Hair and check those item chests real quick.
Crazy Sunshine's about to pick up her hook shot and flippers, actually. The funny thing about the book sitting on the Skyloft area there is that you need mirror to get there. Typically, book, aside from the tablets, is also used to get in a desert. You either need book or you need Meyer access plus mirror. So it's funny that you also need mirror to get book. You need mirror to get to desert, regardless.
Yes, indeed. It's also a pendant dungeon, so they may not even be going there.
I mean, I'm sure chat is hoping for the ped height.
Oh, of course.
So we know where Bo is. What can even be there, though? I mean, Quake? Is that really it?
I think it's just down the Quake right now.
Oh.
Quake, unless it's like powder, and then you need to go to Powder Bat for something.
Powder, powder leading to something. I mean, it could be boots, but boots might not be required. They could be required if it's GT. The GT big keys on the torch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Pedestal hype index, I think, is pretty low this seed.
Would
Sorry,
Canis and Mario be possible? Or is
no,
that...
because you need Turtle Rock.
No. Gotcha. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's really tricky with TR being a pendant this time around, because you need a lot of stuff to get into Turtle Rock, so that's all things that are just kind of like, nope, can't be Ice Rod, nope, can't be all these various things.
Right, Crazy Sunshine has the bow, so that's why we know where Bo is. She's checking Pyramid, nothing much over there. Yeah, really, we're just looking for Kane. Are we that close to go mode? Well, Mirror and Kane.
Yeah, I guess so. Unless we need that Quake for something. That is, the trolliest thing of all, and it's on the pedestal. That could be potentially a sideways moment.
Chat brings up a good point. Either of our runners might want boots for the pedestal. Or not pedestal, sorry. For the lumberjack to get silvers.
Mm-hmm. Badmoon's gone ahead and taken care of Tower of Hera. Killed Moldorm. Got that green pendant. And so he'll be able to route that in, actually, when he goes over and does it.
Right, I was going to say, it could be incentive to go over there where the bow is. We are going to get a catfish check from Crazy Sunshine. BadmoonZ realizing that he got all of the items here. There's 2 items in Hera. He's missing the small key, therefore the small key is actually in the basement there.
Yes, and indeed that is something that can happen. There's a couple of locations like that, like the Thief's Town big chest can have the small key in it. So basically the key just kind of locks itself out and it's like, you don't need me.
Yeah.
I'll take care of it.
The mirror can't be on Ped because we get the situation where the only way to access desert is mirror.
And yes, that would be correct because the book is up on the little floating island up here in Desert, not Desert Palace, Death Mountain.
You know, the funny thing is, okay, BadmoonZ, if you watch this later, sorry, but if BadmoonZ picked up Fire Rod, Ice Rod, and Cane right here before like reaching Turtle Rock, he could go in looking for Bo. Like he could, in his perspective, Bo can be at Ped.
That is correct. That's a knowledge thing more than anything else. But yeah, he might think that it's a possibility, even though we know that it's not.
The game will never restrict a pendant from you. Like you should be able to collect every single item in the game, so it will never completely block off locations like that. Now it will do things like block off keys from right before you use them, like we mentioned, the big key being in the swamp big chest, for example, because it's only blocking just itself.
Right, because that's the only thing that it's used for in that dungeon is to open up the big chest. And we will need Fire Rod, actually, because we are going to Skull Wood, so we'll need that Fire Rod to get access to the back half of Skull Woods.
All right, what do we need for Turtle Rock? Bombos.
Yep.
Both of our runners have it.
The dream of the Troll Turtle Rock is still alive, at least for a moment here. Okay, it's dead.
See, what kind of... We're looking for Cane. It could just be Cane in Mire. That's actually somewhat trolly. A vanilla item.
That has actually happened in more seeds that I've commentated on and watched than I can really think it should happen, but it's actually happened quite a bit. So definitely within the realm of possibility of items here.
Crazy Sunshine just picked up her mitts. Looks like she's gonna head on up. We'll see if we get a Hera dip. But we are getting a Spike Cave.
Yes, indeed. BadmoonZ going to go check Spike Cave. Should be able to do this even without a cape or cannon burner because he's going to have both his hearts, the 12 he's got, and he'll have a potion that should get him through.
I will point out that I don't think this is actually within logic. We have a tempered sword, which is a really nice upgrade.
That's going to be really nice, especially if we're looking at possibly having a silverless seed here. Yeah, you really want that tempered sword.
Yeah. Master to Temper Jump is probably the biggest upgrade in the game in terms of swords.
Yeah, it'll help a lot with not only the boss fights, but again, silverless cannon makes so much a lot quicker of a fight. Yeah.
Silvers are behind Aghanim because they're in the Lumberjacks. Also boots, so you need boots to get silvers as well. Oh, here we go. But BadmoonZ doesn't have a mirror, so okay, so he's not going over to Pod just yet.
Nah, he'd probably go to the Light World first. He'll probably do Eastern Palace and then into Palace of Darkness second, I would assume, without that mirror.
So just a reminder, chat, collectively, we're looking for Mirror, which gives us access to Swamp, and also access to Desert if they really want to go there. And we're also looking for Cane in order to beat Ice, and we're looking for Fire Rod in order to beat Skull Woods.
And potentially we're looking for Quake, but only if that's the medallion that opens up Misery Mire.
So still quite a few items to go. Pedestal, not quite hype, but if you guys want to root for it, go ahead. The bow is behind Sahasrara. Unfortunately, BadmoonZ can't check it here since he doesn't have the mirror. And Crazy Sunshine is doing Hera. I mean, in terms of items, 2 items, plus the Hostile Pendant, which we don't know what that is yet.
Indeed, could be a number of things. Could be mirror, could be any of the things that we're looking for. Oh, Kiki hit there.
With your 10 rupees.
Yeah, always gotta be careful of those little garbage bag dudes. I know they have an actual name, but everyone calls them like various things. Like I've heard people call them garbage bag all day, so it's like, I'm just gonna call them garbage bag from now on.
Garbage bag frogs. I mean, they jump around, so they're sort of like frogs, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. But Bad Moon is unfortunately going to find out at some point here that the bow is not hiding out in Palace of Darkness. Might find some other stuff that will point him somewhere else, but not going to be looking for that thing.
Oh,
Or finding that thing he's looking for. Ooh, shield though.
that's actually not too big of a deal. Where is it? So he can't do anything else in this dungeon. If there's no small key on the left-hand side, you need bow in order to progress.
Correct.
I think he just realized that.
Yep.
But wait a minute, where am I going? I don't have a key.
Oh, that's incoherent. It's got the ultimate troll. That GT big key being on the torch.
It's on pedestal.
Pistol. Yeah, that would be pretty bad. That makes me think about the logistics of boots being shoved into a pedestal. Are they just like shoved like so the bottoms are hanging out and you just have to kind of pull really hard on them?
So it's like this weird half sword hilt stabbed into the boots. Still good for running though. So Crazy Sunshine just equipped the hammer here, maybe to go tackle Moldorm. The nice thing about hammer is that it does tempered swing damage. In the case of Moldorm, it would only take 3 hits with the hammer in order to kill it. Oh, we get an ice play? BadmoonZ heading into Ice Palace with the Bombos medallion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are getting ice dip here. It will be interesting to see if BadmoonZ is going to be able to complete this dungeon.
Well, it really depends on if it's within logic or not. If he knows how to do the bomb jumps, he can beat it. The tricky thing for Crazy Sunshine here, Moldorm and the hammer hitbox is not pleasant.
Hammer hitbox is already tough enough, and then you've got this little tiny thing that you have to hit at the end of the tail, and it's always moving.
Oh, I missed what BadmoonZ got. It wasn't a small key. It was the big key. Oh, okay. Big key. I think the logic is if Cold Stare drops a small key, Kane was required to beat the dungeon by the logic.
Correct.
So we'll have to wait and see for that situation.
And meanwhile, Crazy finishing up Moldorm, getting that green pendant.
Wait, Moldorm's not fairy? Oh no. I don't even think of them. Is it really like that's weird? Alright, Crazy Sunshine left despite having the mitts. Did we even get anything good up there though?
I don't think we got anything really that was
The sword from Spike Cave.
Right.
And she still hasn't gone to Thieves, which is where the lantern is.
think she's just gonna go do the pendant tournament right now. Just bombs, just bombs.
So Hera was basically worthless unless it's a pet scene.
Correct. In which case, good job. I think Crazy is gonna go ahead and go into Eastern Palace here.
Now, we haven't seen Eastern at all yet. There's 3 total items here. Now, within logic, you can only reach, what, 4 of the chests? And then there's 2 behind dark rooms. Well, a chest and Armos behind the dark room.
That would be correct. Thankfully.
The boots.
Oh, there's the boots.
That's not trolly. Well, I mean, ice. Who likes to go to ice?
No, Badmoon can go get those silvers after beating Ega. No, that's not trolly.
So for those of you rooting for Pedestal, we're down to Quake if Quake is required for Mire.
Yeah, it's a fairly specific situation here, but still within the realm of possibility. And Commentator's Curse will ensure that this chest opens up in a Quake. Nope, okay.
So did I mention there's 3 total items in Ice? We've seen 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Crazy Sunshine, actually. There's 3 total items in Eastern.
Oh, that might be a possibility too. Shovel could be on the that actually would be more trolly if Shovel is the item. If Quake's required, Shovel's the item that you get from Pedestal, and then you have to go dig up Quake.
Right. I mean, honestly, if we just have something like the tablet, one of the tablet has Fire Rod or something, it's something we won't check until one of the runners decides to go pick up that book.
Yeah, so there's still plenty of time for trolls here.
It can't be the Samaria cane because you need that to beat Turtle Rock, and Turtle Rock, of course, is required to get Pedestal.
Yes, so anything that's required for you to get the pendants for Pedestal cannot be on Pedestal. That would be a break of the logic.
All right, looks like Crazy Sunshine is not going to do the Dark Rooms for now. Now, the neat thing about Ice Palace is that those 2 small magic containers right before dropping into the boss, that's enough magic to cast Bombos. So you can go here with 0 magic and still have enough.
Which is actually nice. I think the devs probably put that in originally as a failsafe for that very reason. Just to make sure that, you wouldn't get into that situation and it's like, oh, I don't have enough magic.
Wow.
Here's the Butter Sword. 3rd item in the dungeon. Badmoon picking it up. He's got that cleared. Still no Quake.
That's good news for Crazy Sunshine. It's pretty much a guaranteed temper at the least at this point.
Indeed, and that's not gonna hurt too much. Tempered versus Gold Sword. It's gonna be fairly similar if you're doing Silverless. So
it's a nice upgrade.
Yeah, it's nice. It helps with some other things, but it's not necessarily a deal breaker one way or the other.
All right, Crazy Sunshine just went into Thieves. Ultimately, the only thing of use, aside from a crystal, is the lantern that's here.
Well, we're about to get that check.
All right. Head, is it dead? It is dead. That is ether.
Yeah, it's dead. Plus side of this, we're gonna get a bird toss tonight, maybe.
Maybe.
Come on, Bad Moon. Come on, go back and do it. Do it for the
Ice
fans.
Rod?
There's Ice Rod.
It's from his perspective, though, Bo could still be sitting at any of these locations. Well, we're going in. No Kane going in.
It's a bold play. Hoping for the vanilla cane drop, which I've seen a few times, and sadly, as we went and checked Myers' shed, there will be no bird toss this time around.
Oh, I should do a correction. BadmoonZ is 0 and 2. Crazy Sunshine actually has a tie, so 0, 1, and 1. I don't know how ties are factored in the end game either, so
Yeah, I'm not sure about that either. I was trying to think as Willard did talk in the chat about and our Discord about that at one point about the ties and what they were there for and everything. It's not a re-race tie. I think it was a double forfeit tie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you can't put both runners down as having a loss. So I think that was the compromise.
Yeah, so if you're ever in a situation where an opponent happens to forfeit, you still have to finish the seed. And Moon sitting at 2 hearts here. It's a little risky. No powder, but I think he still has that blue potion. Oh, blocked by the blob thing for Crazy Sunshine. No fire rod, so BadmoonZ is actually going to opt to do this right-hand side check real quick first before committing to the torch, the big key chest, which you can do with Lantern. Oh, down to 1 heart. See if there's anything else good here. Just the shield.
Just a fire shield upgrade there.
Oh, wow. Nice slashes from BadmoonZ. Saving himself from the death. Almost got slugged.
Gotta be careful with those.
So the neat trick here, where BadmoonZ is, you can push the blocks in the first room, and you have plenty of time after lighting those 2 torches to push the blocks here. You don't have to like go back and forth between the rooms. For Crazy Sunshine coming up, in the jail area, a number of pots on the right-hand side have hearts, so there's some nice safety there if you need to refill your health at this point in the game. So no cane for BadmoonZ. So he had to leave.
Getting to see Bunk Rocks over here from Bad Moon. That's a big 20.
There's the lantern for Crazy Sunshine, which means she has full access to Pod and Eastern. Yeah, Pedestal's dead. There's no Ped.
Indeed. It's pretty much a lost cause at this point.
Oh, BadmoonZ never checked the race game here. Oh, are we seeing it? Is this the Eastern play for BadmoonZ? He'll be getting Bo soon. Now we still need to find Mirror, Cane, and Fire Rod, so we're not close to go mode yet. Did it die for you as well? Okay, there it goes.
Yep.
I was worried my whole network died.
It's working. Yeah, there's the bow for Bad Moon, so this is going to be a nice chance to go ahead and complete Eastern and Pod.
Still a shame with that lack of mirror, not being able to combine them both at the same time. And Pod is nice with 5 total items that you can get in there, and we've only seen one with that shield.
Bad Moon, you missed that sword spin speed there. Just you're at the top of the stair. Just keep going.
Now, we did see Crazy Sunshine check Eastern already. However, we did not see the items after the Dark Runes. So I think there was still at least one item left, if I recall.
I believe so, yes. I think we're still looking for one more item in Eastern Palace.
I mean, we can always count with BadmoonZ here. He picked up one item so far. All right, Crazy Sunshine, we catch up now. She has beaten Thieves. And looks like she's sitting over at the Eastern Pod area, so that our runners might be in the same spot soon.
It'll be probably both within the same dungeon here in just a moment. Crazy didn't crash, her stream just hiccuped, so that would be all that happened with her.
More bombs.
Yeah, for those wondering about seeds that aren't beatable, has that ever happened before? It has happened before. I think it happened in. I want to say it happened at least once in the fall tournament. This was
I
on
can
the
vouch for that. Yes.
on an older version. Did it happen to you, Jet?
In the open tournament, I
In
should
the
say.
open
Was that the
tournament.
fall? That was the fall tournament, right?
Yes. Yeah, because I remember it happening. Both runners got stuck, and what they will end up doing with that is they'll just do a re-race, and they'll give both runners a new seed. So they'll just set up a new race time.
Now, the logic has, this has been heavily tested. There's races all day. They're fairly confident that there is no real soft lock potential. And the algorithm itself
Indeed.
pretty much ensures that. The reason there was that soft lock before was just how you use keys inside a pod. That was the issue. It wasn't even like an item was placed in a spot you can't get. It's just if you use the keys in the wrong order, you're stuck. Luckily, they fixed the pod logic, and now it looks pretty good. And pod is probably the most convoluted when it comes to key logic.
Indeed, because there's so many keys. There's 6 keys in that dungeon, and there's so many chests to place that even with you going through it, you can still kind of find a way. Maybe it's not so much easy anymore. I almost did it in a practice run, but you can find a way to kind of put yourself at least into a state of panic about, oh my gosh, did I just key lock myself out?
Right. The cane! Wow.
Yo, that's a nice find.
All right, let's go to Turtle Rock right away. No questions. Mirror at Turtle Rock. I think if you're hoping for trolls at this point, yeah, because Mirror can be up there.
I would actually, you know what? I would actually go back to Misery Mire.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not actually saying.
Oh, you're just trying to get him to go to Turtle Rock.
Yes, of course.
I like that. I like your style.
Yeah, so we can beat Mire now. Still can't do Skull Woods without Fire Rod. Can't do Swamp without Mirror. BadmoonZ did opt to do Mire over Pod, though.
Yeah, it is a little bit interesting there, considering that you would have everything that you would need to go ahead and complete Pod. Especially because you went back to the Dark World anyways, so I guess maybe he's thinking that he's got most of this cleared out. He'll just go back and do this first, versus going to Pod, which has been mostly unchecked so far, just that first chest.
I mean, you already have Flute, so it doesn't really change which order you do things in. And maybe it was just on his mind that, hey, I already pretty much cleared this, and I want to know what's on Vitreous. So I guess there's an item on here.
I believe there has to be one, yes. I think based on what we've seen, I think we've only seen one item. So second one would have to be on Vidi.
What we could see, this is a Pyramid Fairy crystal. BadmoonZ could opt to do the Pyramid Fairy and then head on over to Pod right afterwards. It could be a way to combine the both of those things.
That's some good routing decision right there, actually. I think that's a nice decision there.
Mirror cannot be on pedestal because we need Mirror to get into desert. Head is dead. Yep.
Correct.
The best troll we can give you is like Fire Rod into a rock.
Yeah. So technically, we could still have Quake on the pedestal. It's just that we don't need Quake for anything, so.
Book is on the Skyloft up at Death Mountain. So, of course, you need Mirror to get to Book.
Yes, Book is blocked by the Mirror.
So, Crazy Sunshine finishing off Easton here. She's having some network troubles now, which is why the issues here. So, hopefully, things will be okay soon enough. Buttersword will make quick work of Vitreous.
Hey, network issues seem to be resolved. Thank goodness.
Commentator blessing.
Getting to see some nice little strats there with the Feather Sword. He's gonna fire 7 arrows. Divinity. Boom. Roasted. And got bombs for the achievement.
All right, chat. You want the crazy situation we can see here? Turtle Rock. You have to go all the way to Laser Bridge because I think it is possible with the keys. Hold on, let me think about this for a second. If we put small key on the left-hand side, small key at Chain Chomps, big key at Vanilla, small key in the big chest, then you can get all the way to Laser Bridge. So get all the way down to Laser Bridge to get Fire Rod, to then have to go all the way back up to get Mirror. There you go. Or maybe no, is that better? I was gonna say you can get Mirror down on Laser Bridge and Mirror to Mimic Cave to get Fire Rod. Oh, I like that. Stick a Mirror somewhere in Turtle Rock and Fire Rod on Bombo's tablet. Yeah. Now we're using that book. All right, Crazy Sunshine finish off Armos here. She'll get the cane shortly. BadmoonZ is now heading into Pod, where there's 5 total items. He already picked up 1 of them.
Indeed. Apologies for being quiet there for a moment. I'm figuring out the math for how trolly I can make the Fire Rod.
Oh, okay. Please. I look forward to that. I mean, is there any way we can incorporate Swamp as well? That's my question there. Because we have that powder. We don't know where powder is yet.
There's a chain here I'm working on. I'm working on a fetch quest chain.
Okay. Sahasrara just had, what, bombs, I think? It's
Correct.
No big deal.
Okay, I've got my fetch quest chain here. So, let me figure this out. Like, grab my paper here. So, we're going to go to Laser Bridge. And we're going to check all the Laser Bridge things. And powder's going to be the only thing that's on there. So then we're going to go do Batman over in Kakariko. He's going to go to Shovel. And then we're going to go to the Shovel Dig spot. And we're going to get Cape.
Okay.
We're going to go and check Bumper Cave and find out, oh crud, the mirror is up on Bumper Cave. But it gets better. Because the mirror gets us access to the floating island, which gets us the literacy, aka the Book of Medora. And then we have to go to Bombo's tablet to get Fire Rod.
I do have a slight tweak though. What if instead, with all that stuff you said up to mirror, but I would say instead put, what did you say was next after mirror?
Go
you
to
said book.
the floating island to get the book.
Because that uses book, I like that. But what if we also put Fire Rod at Mimic Cave? Because having to backtrack into Pendant Turtle Rock after leaving to get mirror, I think that's also trolly.
That's pretty good, actually.
But we can keep the rest of it. I like that too. There's a red tunic for Crazy Sunshine. 12 hearts, red tunic. And as soon as she beats Cold Stare, that will also be Tempered Sword.
Indeed. So our chat is asking us, why are we wishing such pain upon the runners? For fun.
Simply put.
Because they're running this and we're not.
Silvers are at Lumberjack.
Yeah, so probably we're going to see double silverless here from our runners. I don't think anyone's going to go beat Aga to go ahead and get those silvers.
Ooh, half magic is also nice to have.
Very nice to have, in fact.
Crazy Sunshine is going to do the Zora area since she did not fake Flipper over here earlier. Maybe we'll get an Ice Palace after this, because you can take the swimming portal to get right to ice. I mean, I guess you could just flute over there as well.
I only kind of wish we didn't have them. I only kind of wish we didn't have that mushroom early on, because then we could have incorporated that into being on like Bombo's tablet, and then you gotta go turn that in to get.
Well, if
20 rupees.
If the powder does ultimately actually lead to progression somehow, like that's the sort of thing where there's a glitch you can use with the mushroom to sort of turn it into a temporary powder. Correct. And if either the runner did that, like that's like a huge jump. But we didn't. They both used the mushroom, so it's no real big deal.
Yeah, they would have had to have the cane to do that though, so
yeah,
I can see why they would both go do the turn in right and early.
I don't think we saw Bumper Cave, did we? Did either of our runners even check Skull Woods? I don't think so.
Nope, nobody's been over there. Yeah, unfortunately, everyone's talking about what if Mir was on pedestal. Well, unfortunately, Mir cannot be on pedestal because it's going to be needed to get into Desert Palace because the book is on the floating island on Death Mountain.
Now, keep in mind, our runners don't have to do desert, as far as we know. But saying if they wanted to do it to get pedestal, that would be the way to get there. Yeah, we haven't seen blacksmiths or the chest. It's sort of a deterrent when you're missing the mirror to do one of those things. Crazy Sunshine is getting the old man now since she has Lantern. And the old man is nice to have for a save and quit just because you can take a quick health refill. It's the fastest start location for that.
Indeed. And yeah, when you don't have that mirror, doing the usual combination of the blacksmith and the lunchbox is really hard because it requires 2 save and quits.
Yeah. Flute at least makes it a little better though.
And Amazor King goes down. BadmoonZ with a very nice fight. He's gonna get 300 rupees for his efforts.
Retirement fund.
Indeed. So unfortunately, we don't have access to Desert Palace, Swamp Palace, or Skull Woods. You know what we do have access to?
That's right, Turtle Rock. Let's go. I called it earlier.
You did indeed.
We do have the front half of Skullwood, so we haven't seen that.
Ah, correct. Yeah, we can do a quick check of that and see if there's anything in there. If not, well, TR is not totally completable, but you can at least go in and poke your nose, see maybe there's a mirror hiding in that first chest.
I think we could say that Ped Turtle Rock is the new. Wait, Ped? Did I say Ped? Pendant Turtle Rock is the new Ped.
I'll allow it, yeah.
Crazy Sunshine making her way into Ice Palace here. This will ultimately result in boots and or leaving. Oh.
Maybe
Does she not know you can use bombos? Maybe.
Maybe not. But BadmoonZ gonna go ahead and do the Pyramid Fairy check.
And what do we got? We got a sword and boots. Boots didn't ultimately lead to anything, so she should be able to eventually get Fire Rod. Oh, unless... No, yeah, this is fine.
First chest, nothing. Second chest, nothing. So Pyramid Fairy is a strikeout.
All right, I think we already saw... Did we? Yeah, we saw
Yes, we did
catfish.
catfish. I believe it was just a piece of heart.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're starting to run out of places. That Turtle Rock spot is looking pretty tempting right now.
Indeed, because we've only got that and really Skullwood and some overworld locations left to check.
In Overworld, I think we can look at Bumper Cave. We can't get it. Is that it? That might be it.
Oh yeah, 850. That's right, but that again, it's not really going to be a whole lot. It'll be very interesting to see where Bad Moon goes from here. And fortunately, I think most of the overworld locations we haven't seen require the mirror,
Yeah.
like Graveyard Ledge, for example.
Oh. So, yeah, we should say Blacksmith, Hammer Pegs, Purple Chest. Those are actually overworld things they can reach.
Correct.
Which,
And in fact,
BadmoonZ might be going there now.
Yeah, I was about to say, it looks like he's making a turn to go check those things. Not a bad call. They're all right next to each other. You got the boot, so it's a little bit quicker to do this without the mirror.
So yeah, here we go. You have to save and quit. Luckily, the dwarf stays with you. So then you can flute on over to Blacksmith's to turn him in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's just gonna duck over there. Save even a little bit more time. Again, the blacksmith somehow magically, I guess, he hangs on to you while you hang on to the duck.
Sure. Makes sense.
I've seen it in anime, so I think it works that way.
So difference here, Crazy Sunshine doing pod. She doesn't have boots, so you have to use the bombs here to open up these walls.
Just a little bit of love. Ah. Yes, indeed, Gross. Anime is real. So I think we're going to see Bad Moon go up into Skull Woods here real quick. Check that early couple of chests up here right at the start. Hope for a big key, maybe 2 items.
So here we go. What items are we going to get? The big key.
And you got that nice beetle drop too, so they both fall into the hole that is formed when you open up that chest. Nothing too fancy with that, but you know, it's just nice so you don't have to deal with them anymore.
We have not seen the hammer pegs yet.
Or the lunchbox. There's the mirror.
It was available so early. Oh. Lack of trolls, though.
Correct. You cannot finish Skull Woods without the fire rod. There's one more item to find.
Yep.
But he can now go to Swamp Palace, which has grand whopping 6 chests inside, 6 items inside of it.
So there
Nice
goes the second item.
Indeed.
We're done.
I would believe that we would probably want to see them go to Swamp Palace right now. We'll do a bumper cave check too, so.
I mean, the mirror does open up a bunch of overworld locations. A handful, I should say.
It's just a big 50.
So cape not required.
He's gonna do Graveyard Ledge, okay.
He
At the
might
very
as well, he
least.
just got it. Access to
Yeah.
it.
And one of the things I've noted recently in a lot of the races I've commentated, Graveyard Ledge has increasingly had more and more of the needed items for progression. I don't know why, but I don't know if it's just a thing that I'm noticing with the V29 or it's just random luck, but it seems to be a lot of the time it's either like a big 20 or it's a progression item.
Well, it has the same sphere as all the other mirror locations that you can get to from the overworld, so I could see it has a decently good chance of having it. I mean, you really just basically need mirror and dark world access.
Correct. Yeah, now we're gonna go see him do Swamp Palace.
So Fire Rod is our go mode.
And we'll probably see Bad Moon do a full clear until he finds that Fire Rod. If he finds it, it'll just be instant go mode, skip the rest of the chest. Just go straight to Argus.
Alright, I'm still hoping for Fire Rod related somehow to Turtle Rock. Come on. They gotta visit Turtle Rock. It's a requirement in V29, right? You can get Fire Rod on Laser Bridge. There is a situation of keys you can get in Turtle Rock that would make that requirement. So there's 6 total items that a runner can get inside of Swamp here. Wow, look at that. There's nothing on the right-hand side there for the menu except that mirror. Green rupee.
Ah. First item is a little bit of a troll.
I mean, if there's something good in Swamp, you gotta work for it. Technically, both T-Rock and Swamp have the same number of items. Now, the big point here is that Swamp is a crystal, so it's more desirable to go in here. Secondly, you need Fire Rod to actually get some chest in Turtle Rock. So in this case, Swamp actually has more items in Turtle Rock for our runners. I would say Turtle Rock's a little more linear, which definitely adds to it. It feels longer. Because you can split off here. You can just go straight to Argus. Maybe BadmoonZ will do that, considering he only needs one thing for go mode. And not even check the left-hand side.
Right. Certainly a possibility. The only thing... I think we might actually see that here. Yeah, I gotta take the risk. Only thing I would stink, if it's not a huge time loss, if it is, you know, on the left side, you just have to come back in here, go to left side, boom, you're done. But there's going to be more chests that are in this pathway rather than having to go do left side. You know, you get 2 over there versus 4 possible item drops here.
Yeah. Oh, there's a compass. So there is some item over there on the left-hand side. Yeah, we are having some network issues on Crazy Sunshine side that will be fixed momentarily.
And Bad Moon on to Argus. Most fun you can have with a gold sword in this game, probably just killing all those little puffs.
Oh, big key. Well, if you didn't do left-hand side, that is a good time to find a big key. Since BadmoonZ might head back in to see what's on the left-hand side.
We are indeed going to see the double dip here just to check those chests, maybe see what's in big chest first, and then we'll probably get to see what's on left side. I'm actually going to go do the left side first. Interesting.
Big chest checking now. A B bottle. All right. That's pretty much go mode, right?
Yeah, that was worth it.
I know we saw the compass. I don't think we saw the map, so there should only be one item over on the left-hand side.
Correct. I believe we have not seen the compass yet, so we'll get a
compass.
verification, yeah, in a moment here.
Wasn't it downstairs? I thought it was downstairs.
It could have been, but yeah, we'll get a verification in just a moment here, because he's gonna want to switch to the hook shot anyway. So when he does that menu, we'll have a chance to double check ourselves here.
Okay. Just missing a map.
Okay,
Crazy
yeah.
Sunshine is about to finish pod here.
There's the map.
Piece of heart.
Well, sadly, that turned out to be not worth it. But you know, at this point, peace of mind. Don't want to be in a situation where you're still looking for one item and you just have that one lingering dungeon chest haunting you.
Spend a minute now so you don't have to spend a couple minutes later backtracking to it. Oh, we going for desert. And you know what? BadmoonZ never picked up the book. So if book is hiding our fire rod somehow.
Boy, that would stink.
What else do we have? I mean, all the mirror spots. Okay. So we have desert here. We have checkerboard cave. We have south of the grove. We still haven't seen hammer pegs or purple chests. But I think clearly the answer is Turtle Rock.
I think so too. But we also haven't seen Dig Spot because neither of our runners has a shovel, so...
Well, shovel and Turtle Rock leading to Fire Rod.
You joke about that, Chet, but you don't realize how many times I've had that in runs. You get shovel in like the roller room, you get shovel on laser bridge, you get shovel in the chain chomp room, and you're just like, why?
So there's 2 items in desert. There's one of them, 50. Crazy Sunshine unfortunately has Master Sword at this point, but still, nice kill.
Very nicely done. And Bad Moon gonna go back. Instead of mirroring back, gonna go and check the big chest over here.
Piece of heart, that's all the items. Doesn't even need to kill Landmo.
Yes, but that's another dungeon down, so it's another spot left to check here. Maybe Checkerboard Cave? Have we seen that yet?
Nope. So the big thing Crazy Sunshine has to find at this point is Mirror, which is sitting in Skull Woods. Just another piece of heart. We have 17 hearts for BadmoonZ there.
Indeed. And I mean, a rod trolling our runners is not necessarily uncommon. Badmoon, what are you doing?
Oh, okay.
Thought better of it.
He checked his menu to see if he had both map and compass. He's missing one of them, whichever one he didn't pick up.
Doing the Gina Cave now. Good old Agony Cave. Prepare thyself for thy swag net.
I think so. Crazy Sunshine missing the boots, but it looks like she's going to go ahead and kill Aghanim to ultimately be able to pick up the silvers once she does. Boots, just as a reminder, are sitting in Ice Palace. Oh. Or...
I'm just taking the long way to that guy maybe here. I think Badmoon's going to get that book. Or maybe he's dipping into a rock.
I mean, you want to peek in. Just, test the waters.
Just potentially waste 5 or 10 minutes running around Turtle Rock looking for a Go Mode item. It's fine.
So unfortunately, not much here for Crazy Sunshine to help her get through Aghanim's tower. Ideally, you want, with Rando, you want a better sword, maybe silvers, maybe something like Fire Rod, but none of that.
No, I think this is just maybe a play to go get the silvers.
Yeah.
Well, Jet, you're going to get your wish. It looks like Badmoon is going into Turtle Rock here.
Trinex will be in Turtle Rock. Oh, that's a hard gamble.
That's a great prediction, though. Yeah, there is a possibility that the Fire Rod could be in Mimic Cave, as far as overworld locations go. So, not necessarily a terrible decision to go through here and check all of this.
I mean, he might just be shut down very quickly. It depends on what's on the left-hand side. Without Fire Rod, you can't get the 2 chests on the right.
Right.
Now, if they're useless, you can actually get really deep in this dungeon.
Indeed. So this would have to be a small key for this to be a further progression into the dungeon.
There we go!
So BadmoonZ's gonna go ahead and just skip the double right side chest
Oh,
over there.
no.
Oh, got knocked off. That'll be okay though. Let's just get back on the platform, new platform, and pretend like that never happened. So kind of our second barrier to advancement in this dungeon is going to be coming up in here in just a moment with this chain chomp chest that BadmoonZ's going to open up by flipping the switch. And it's a big key, so yeah.
Down. No fire rod here. My dreams are dashed. But hey, how about that book?
Book's looking better and better at every moment.
And what BadmoonZ can do after collecting this book and checking out the Ether Tablet, since he hasn't done Purple Chest yet, basically combine, South of the Grove, Purple Chest, Hammer Peg, and Bombos all together.
Mm-hmm. And if one of those gives him a shovel, you can even throw that in there.
Yeah, we're starting to run out of locations now. Not much left.
So in chat, if you correctly predicted that Skull Woods was going to be the final dungeon our runners would have to complete, please raise your hand. None of you should have your hands raised right now.
That is a weird situation. Skullwoods, the last dungeon.
There it is.
Oh, right next door. Alright, we have entered go mode for BadmoonZ.
I go do some moth exterminating here. Very quickly, this should not take very long for BadmoonZ to get this 7th crystal.
Real quick on Crazy Sunshine side, get your guesses in for the blue balls from Aghanim. The first shot is always a regular fireball of each cycle.
And of course, the last shot of each cycle is not actually a shot, it's a lightning bolt.
We got 1 so far, so anyone guess 0, you're already out. But 2 so far. Oh, don't stand there! Oh no. You really want to stand behind Aghanim. That way you don't get hit by the lightning.
So I believe we did the math the other night and determined that the maximum number of blue balls you could have in an Aga fight, considering if every shot that you deflect back hits Aga, is 15.
Yeah, because you have to do 5 cycles of 1 fireball, 3 blue balls, and then of course the last one is a guaranteed fireball.
Indeed.
It's not too bad, only 2. Alright, BadmoonZ's gonna have Butter Sword here for Mothula, so not too many slashes. Now, of course, it was changed so that Butter Sword actually only does tempered damage to Mothula, because if it actually did, okay, let me say this properly. Spikes also do Butter Sword damage, and the way the game is programmed is that if it senses that much damage being done to Mothula, it's overwritten, so that way the spikes don't hurt it. So therefore, Butter Sword in the normal game does no damage to Mothula.
Mm-hmm. Because in the normal game, you can't even have the Butter Sword by the time you have to go into Skullwoods to fight Mothula.
Well, you could.
You
if
could.
cut off killing
Yeah.
Mothula.
Yeah, you would have to. Technically you could. You're not supposed to with the progression that they want you to do. I mean, you could save it to be the absolute last crystal you get, but
Oh. Yeah, let's start that thing. So, Chet, I think it's your time to get your GT big key guesses in. Pick a number between 1 and 22. Where do you think the big key is? BadmoonZ is making his way to GT now, and of course we'll figure out which chess number he finds the big key in.
Indeed. And Jet, what is your prediction tonight?
I want 22. I want the tire room. We need more trolls.
Yeah, you know, I kind of would like to say tile room as well, but
I was wrong about T-Rock, so you might not want to follow me with the tile room guess.
well, we'll go with a less deep troll. Have it be at, let's see here, 21, right at the end of doing.
Make you think.
Yeah, it's either going to be, in that case, it would either be at right side if they don't go right side first, or it's going to be in the vanilla location, actually, if they do right side first and it's not there.
All right, Crazy Sunshine picks up her mirror. What does she still need? She needs Fire Rod, which of course we just got from Book. And that's actually, and she wants silver, so boots, which were nice. Do we stop the game? There it is.
There it is.
All right, let's go.
Of course, just a good reminder as always to make sure to follow our two runners as they make their way through this game with Crazy Sunshine and BadmoonZ. Putting on a heck of a show.
Wow, double small key.
So that will mean going to the right here. And keep in mind that the number that it's going to be is going to be based off of BadmoonZ's checks here.
So the record, Crazy Sunshine actually has a tie, so it's 0-1-1. BadmoonZ is sitting at 0 and 2 losses. Oh, the single arrow.
There's 5. There it is. It is.
Wow. That is not trolly at all. That's it. Number 6 was the win. Nice low number. I think we had a lot of high number guesses too.
Yeah. You know, I would have been right if he'd gone and done left side first.
It's true. That's pretty much would have been number 21. So we had no guesses from 6 from a sub or supporter. But hey, whoever guessed 6, you still win. Don't worry. Oh, you got to save. Nice.
Indeed. Most important thing with the guessing game, always make sure it gets saved.
Yep. Got that nice fancy leaderboard there.
Indeed. And congrats, Pika, for guessing that. That's your 3rd guess, actually. Good job. So BadmoonZ just about ready to jump here into Gauntlet. It's going to be fairly stocked here to do this too, so this should be not too much of a hassle.
Just because a runner might take more losses doesn't mean they're out. They're welcome to continue in the tournament through the Swiss round. And honestly, I recommend it for any of our runners to do so, just for the practice and the experience here for doing that. It's part of the fun.
Yep. Just keep in mind, there's 512 people that signed up for this, but they're members of the community. This whole thing's been put together by the community. You know, there's no, you know, $500,000 pool for this where it's like mega competitive. It's just us doing this for fun, for you guys, for each other. So,
Wait, there's no prize?
well, there is actually a prize. They put your name in the
game.
Houlihan room. Yeah.
I mean, right now all we have is Ben's name there, but you never know.
Just think about it. You get to have your name next to Ben.
All right, Crazy Sunshine. Where is she off to? Looks like maybe doing the dwarves and purple chests. Yeah, we're doing a Swiss round, which means you get paired off against someone with your same record, which should basically put you at around the same skill level. So there's 7 rounds of that, and then we move on to the bracket stage, which is the top. Was it 128? I think. Well, no. It's like 116.
Essentially the top 116.
116. That's the one.
Because
yeah.
the top 12 from the top 8 from the fall tournament and the top 4 from the fall tournament secondary bracket are all automatically qualified. Now, of course, there's one thing that BadmoonZ can still do up here, which is if he goes up the staircase at the wrong time, could despawn all the sprites and get in the tower.
Nope, we're good.
Nope. Yeah, we're good.
The despawn happens if you walk up the stairs the very moment the door also closes.
Yeah, something about this game not liking 2 things at once and it doing some weird things. I've never heard about that before, you know.
It has its quirks. Yeah, a tie in an actual match happens if the runners finish within 3 seconds of each other. But I don't. That's you have to reschedule that race if that happens.
Correct. And the ties in the records are because there's a issue with challenge where you can't actually put down that 2 people lost. One person has to win and one person has to lose. So by putting it as a tie, it will at least that way it will affect both records equally. And BadmoonZ on to Aga 2. Let's see how the RNG treats us here. Ooh, a triple.
That looked like one. Aw.
Aw. Yeah, one of the nice things about this is that the 2 Phantom Agas will always shoot a yellow ball, and then regular Aga will just kind of do his thing. And you should have this now.
So we haven't seen the purple chest on Crazy Sunshine side, but I don't think there's really anything. I mean, we could see something like Blue Cane or Cape. That's certainly useful to have. Powder, which we've never found. So I guess there's a couple things that are useful here.
Yep. And we'll figure this out as BadmoonZ heads into Ganon to do Gold Sword Silverless fight.
Yeah, should be no issues. I mean, silverless, but not too bad. Gold Sword will get you through the first few phases real quick.
Sweet. Bug facts.
Only 6 slashes.
And again, kind of being a little bit trolly with the teleports, but not too much. Did you find the arrows in the light world? BadmoonZ did not.
I mean, he saw them.
He saw them, but he didn't grab them. And just a single rupee in that purple chest.
Maybe she forgot where Book was.
Which certainly a possibility.
I mean, it is a while ago that our runners actually saw Book sitting up there on Death Mountain.
Yeah. It's hard. It's easy to lose track of a single item like that too sometimes. BadmoonZ's getting pretty close here. And nicely done. Boom goes to Ganon.
GG's to BadmoonZ.
All he's got to do now is just walk through that door.
There we go.
And
So
BadmoonZ.
Oh, you were going to say it.
I was going to say, yep. BadmoonZ has finished with a time of 1 hour, 51 minutes, and 35 seconds in SRTV.
So he'll be joining us for an interview shortly. We'll see Crazy Sunshine finish up here. So the thing she has to do, she has to head up to Death Mountain to get Book. Book, of course, leads to Ether, where the Ether tablet, where Fire Rod is. All right, let's pull him in. Hello, BadmoonZ. GG.
GG, hey.
Congratulations on your successful run there. How you feeling?
Man, I made a lot of wrong choices there.
I believe
Bow was
that.
free on the way to Eastern.
Yeah. Crazy picked that up really early, but still ran into some issues. I think Crazy's going to go ahead and looks like going to forfeit here. Now that's been done, so I'll probably try and get her in here as well. So yeah, tell us a little bit about looking for that bow early on. Just hiding out in back of Sarsaparillas' hut. His name is such a pain in the butt to say. Sarsaparilla. Sriracha, you know,
So
whatever you want to call him.
It was the fire rod that, well, I mean, obviously that's my go mode item, but the mirror, oh man, that was the one that actually bothered me. Because that was also relatively free.
Yeah, we were, I mean, both of you actually put off the mirror until very late. So we had no idea where it is. And of course we were coming up with trolley situations of where mirror could actually be. Like, you know, somewhere deep in Turtle Rock. But yeah, it was just right there in Skull Woods.
Yeah, so like the bow and the mirror, we could have had it like immediately. And like I think this seed is probably doable in less than an hour and a half.
It had some goofy things. Crazy Sunshine also joins us in the interview here. Unfortunately, she decided to forfeit, but GG's anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
GG.
you. As I think like I didn't think like I was gonna be like, you know, not to downplay it or anything, but absolutely smoked. Oh my gosh! I saw the message. I'm like, when you posted the official time, I was still like, I only had like 3 crystals down. I'm like, oh my god, are you kidding me? So I was like, yeah, this is not gonna happen.
Well, you were
but I think-
actually, in terms of items, you were actually getting there pretty close. You were just missing Fire Rod, but
Yes,
and you got
yes.
Mirror. You got Mirror, and
Yes.
you actually had to go get Book to get Fire Rod.
Yes.
Where was the book?
It was up on Death Mountain, on top of the mountaintop.
Yep.
Is it the one where you have to
Floating
go
eye.
in through, what is it, the
Hookshot Cave.
Hookshot Cave.
Oh
yeah,
my
floating
god,
eye.
okay.
Yep.
Oh my god, I don't even like consider going up there till like later in the run, so I totally just went over my head.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you saw it. I know we saw it on one of your streams. I mean, obviously, BadmoonZ eventually picked it up, but I know we
Right.
saw it early, and we were talking about like what it could lead to. So I'm not sure if you saw it in your run.
I didn't see it at all, no.
Okay.
Yeah. We kept having to tell people no mirrors, not on pedestal, because Book's up there. Come on, guys.
Well, actually, I have a question. BadmoonZ, did you go for Academic 1?
No.
Okay, I think that's probably where my time sink went because, like, I'm not confident to do the fight without the silver arrows, and I saw it in the lumberjack cave. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be horrible, isn't it?
Well, something else that was useful for BadmoonZ, he was able, when he went into Ice Palace, ended up getting Tempered and Boots there.
Oh wow, yeah, without the fire rod, I couldn't do Ice Palace. So.
Well, you can get in there with Bombos.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I think. Oh yeah.
I think
That's
Book
okay.
there dropped Butter
Yeah.
Sword, actually.
Right. Well, I should say for Crazy Sunshine, that would have been your Tempered,
Yeah.
because there was a sword in Spike Cave.
Oh right. I don't think I. So let's see. The boots were in Ice Palace. Where
Yep.
was? I don't think I was missing anything else. Did you find the magic powder?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't see the magic powder anywhere, so we were
Okay,
kind
so-
of looking out for it to see if it was gonna be like fetch quest troll chain, but no, it never showed up.
Yes. Well, you didn't have to go into Turtle Rock this time because it was a blue pendant. I
Didn't
think.
have to go in.
Yeah.
We were
you
looking
did.
forward to that, BadmoonZ. We were hoping you'd have to go nice and deep into Laser Bridge.
Mhm. Ugh,
But
yeah.
Unfortunately, you opened up that one chest, that gatekeeper chest there, and Chain Shot and Brew, and it was kind of like, nope.
Unfortunately for us, fortunately
Mm-hmm.
for you.
It was pretty unlikely, because like
Yeah.
with the 2 chests blocked by the fire rod on the right side of the entrance.
Mhm.
I mean, those could be map and compass, and then yeah, you go through the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah, so
Yes.
well, you lucked out. You didn't have to go too deep. And got
I was thinking I should go and do the book Ether Tablet first, and then come back in. Because if I have to go through the whole thing, once you get near Mimic Cave, like I wouldn't be able to mirror back.
right,
So I'm like,
right.
all right, now let's just do Turtle Rock first, which was wrong.
This was
All
a
worked out.
horrible idea. Yeah, I didn't realize I didn't even step into Swan Palace or I kind of started in Skullwoods and that's where the mirror was, but I realized that I couldn't complete it without the stupid fire rod. So I was like, well, we're back to square one.
Well, Mir did unlock. I mean, that was the biggest thing for both of you guys. Just
Mhm.
missing that mirror until later on, since
Yeah.
it blocked a whole bunch of locations with all of Swamp behind it, a number of overworld locations, and of course Book behind Mirror. Yeah, so it's just all of these things hidden behind that, and it trolled you guys for so long.
I think we were being trolled from the very beginning because we got bombs from Uncle. It's like I have never done this before. What do I do?
That was your
almost
first
messed
time
that
trying the
up.
bomb opening.
Yeah, you guys did get that bee in the bottle though. That was actually
Yeah,
kind
that
of
was
helpful to
actually-
have that. Yeah.
I freaked out. He's like, wait a minute, like I ran out of bombs. I'm like, wait a minute, there's a bee in here. It's like I could use that.
I think on the very first guard, I somehow pressed bomb instead of again the second time instead of picking up a bomb. Which then
Oh,
threw me
that's
off
what
and
happened.
wasted 2 of them, and then he was out of position, and
Mhm.
I started panicking.
So, just a reminder to both of you guys, since I'm not sure if you know that, if you ever
Mhm.
run out of bombs for a bomb opening or magic, if you're using some kind of magic item in the opening, you can save and quit, and you'll get a refill.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's not like you have to completely start over. Now you will have to
Right.
start back at like the beginning of Hyrule Castle or maybe Zelda
Mhm.
Cell, depending on how far you get. But it's still a good option, so
Oh.
that way you don't like panic and like, oh no, I'm done if I run
Yeah.
out.
Game
Yeah.
over like 3 minutes in.
Oh god,
But yeah.
that's that would suck.
Just immediately start seeing messages in chat. I soft lock. I can't do anything more without the bombs.
That honestly would have been me had it not been for the bee in the bottle. I'd been like, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and forfeit.
I mean, I did like the pot throwing strategy and actually paying off and getting a bomb out of that.
Yes, yeah. I've learned to use pots in a very interesting manner, so I think I use that to my advantage.
So yeah, some trolls with the bomb opening, but you guys get some good practice with that, and you know, some trolls. It definitely made you work to get some items, like we mentioned with Boots being deep in Ice Palace, so it's not like you can like go fast. You have to walk a lot unless you make your way there, and just having to go get Book to get Fire Rod. But even still, the seed was nice. You didn't have to do Turtle Rock. You didn't really. Actually, I don't think you got anything good from Pendant Dungeons.
No, not really.
I think I got you. BadmoonZ, you didn't do Tower of Hera, did you?
Oh, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
I
No,
think
I think
it was
they
a
were all
hard
about it.
piece.
Yeah.
It was a hard
And
piece.
The green pendant was 3 bombs.
Yeah.
Oh god, I was so angry.
So all right, well, GG's to our winner, BadmoonZ here. Crazy Sunshine. Hope you stick with us for some more runs.
Yeah, I apologize for the Wi-Fi issues on my end. It kept OBS kept freaking out and it was like reconnecting, disconnecting. But
Oh, that's what was happening.
I do have a recording if need be, and I have it on Twitch as well. So we're good on all ends.
Excellent to hear. Very, very good to hear that. Always good to hear that everyone's got a recording.
Yeah, and GG's all around. And I just wanted to mention, in case others don't know, yesterday we tried doing this race, and my power went out in the middle of it.
Oh,
And,
wow.
Crazy Sunshine was gracious enough to allow us to reschedule till today.
Because after you I had other there are some of my viewers who have been helping me out with the rando. They were watching both of our streams side by side, and they mentioned that you lost your power and then you lost a good hour of progress. I'm like, that sucks. So I was like, no, I wouldn't. I know, because it was brought up that I could have finished the seed on my own and get the win, but it's just no, it doesn't feel right. So we agreed to do the rematch tonight, and want to make sure that whoever wins, it's won legitimately.
Well,
I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, not a problem, man.
Yeah, it's some excellent sportsmanship there, Crazy. So
Thank you.
I'm sure that's something that all of us appreciate. Getting to see that, getting to see this restream. It was a fun seed to watch, fun seed to commentate. Kind of actually got a good hype cave for once. So that was great to see.
For once.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good to me. Jet and our race earlier, it was stacked also. Week 1.
when is there ever items in there?
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's that one time that it always happens, but whenever you least expect it.
All right. So, any final thoughts from either of our runners before we wrap things up here?
BadmoonZ, you want to go first?
I just want to say quick thank yous again to Crazy for allowing a rematch here. the commentators and restreamer. It's always really cool to be on Speed Gaming. So thank you, Fiesel, and everyone else.
And I know I'm still fairly new to the whole randomizer. Like, I literally started like the week of the tournament, so this is all still pretty new to me. But I've had a bunch of guys on my channel who've been helping me out, and it's been greatly appreciated. And I'll probably continue on the seed on my own, just to see how well I do. So far, my personal best is like a little under, like barely at 4 hours. So I think I was so far going at a good pace. So there's still much to learn. And I do want to say that the community is probably one of the nicest I've ever been a part of. So you guys are amazing, and thank you. And yeah, I hope to stay for all 7 rounds, even though I may get floored each time. But it's a great learning experience.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you were making some good progress there, and I would be surprised if this would be over 3 hours. Honestly, you were almost done.
Yeah, I think you'll get this. It's one of those things too that, as you mentioned it, you just started out running as the tournament started, so it's only been what, 3 weeks into this, and it's one of those things that your times will start to go down as you get more practice. Because I can tell you that I started off running with a 4-hour seed myself, so, and now I'm down to below 2. So you'll get there in time. It's just a lot of practice and keep plugging away at it.
Right.
You got this. I got faith in you.
Yeah. And this goes for any of our viewers too. Feel free to jump in. Like, here we go. Like you said, 3 weeks ago in the tournament, taking part and making some good progress. So anyone, please pick this up. Give it a try. It's a lot of fun. All right. So I do once again want to say, make sure you give both of our runners here a follow. Like, stop them in their channel, give them a follow, say hi. Thank you for our tracker, B-, and our restreamer. Oh, it wasn't Cyclone setting it up, I think. So
yeah, Cyclone was helping set things up.
And thank you to my co-commentator, Nihon Tiger.
And thank you very much to my co-commentator, the always quick and wonderful Jet.
All right, and I think that's it for us. So have a good night. Enjoy more rando tomorrow, and then of course we have the next week of the Swiss starting Monday.
Indeed. Good night and good RNG, everybody.